Hey, what's up, everybody? This week on Sundays with Selly, we are talking about Lumishore, their latest software, and the Auto DJ, which is creating this crazy light show we got going on here, guys. So let's go check it out. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sundays with Selly. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe and share button to stay up to date and in the know with the latest happenings at Navtronics and the marine industry overall. And while you're at it, guys, if you're looking for a fix during the week, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Navtronics as well to see some of our latest builds and projects. All right. That spiel's out of the way. What are we talking about this week, guys? This week, we are talking Lumishore. In particular, we are talking their latest software update. If you'll remember a few episodes back, we talked about the new SMX 154 and the new line of underwater lights, and they're brighter and all that other good stuff. Well, now we have new software to go with that. So, as of today, in March, that software needs to be installed and updated by your Lumishore installer or dealer. Now, I know coming down the line further long term, the end user will be able to do this upgrade and update as well, but for right now, it's being rolled out to dealers and installers only. There are two ways to do it. It's via the Wi-Fi module built into the Lumilink or via the SD card. Personally, I prefer to do it via the SD card, getting the software from Lumishore. It's a pretty simple and straightforward process to do. You need to first remove power from the Lumilink, making sure that the network is then powered down. Once that's done, you take off the end cap, you go ahead, you get a small pair of needle nose pliers, and you reach in there up towards the top part of that, you're going to see a small micro SD card. You're going to try and pull that out of there, probably going to have a few choice words and wondering why the hell you installed this thing in the place that you did and trying to get this SD card out. But as you're pulling it out, pay attention to how that card came out. I believe it is striped side facing up towards the top of the unit. Pull that out of there. Don't drop it into the bilge, and then get your new micro SD card with the latest software. It's important to note, before you do all this, guys, make sure if you're on a boat like this that has a bunch of different modules and scenes and you're using triggers and all that kind of stuff, make sure you have gone ahead and saved all of those profile settings ahead of time. If you haven't, plan on spending another half hour, 45 minutes going through, redoing all of those settings again. So, you do that. You get the card out, you go ahead, you slide the new card in there very carefully, trying to line the thing back up, get it pushed into place, go ahead and bring power. You'll then see the Lumilink, as it's powered up, start to flash, meaning that it is taking software. It does the update and the upgrade at that point in time. It takes about 30 seconds or so for it to go ahead and do its thing. And then, once it's done all of that, you're good to go, and you have this new software here. Now, this new software doesn't look too groundbreakingly different. This is showing up on a 9222 here, but if we go ahead and do things like the accent light and we bring that up, you'll notice instead of taking the whole screen now to show you what it's doing, it's basically just taking that tile, expanding it, and then when you close it, it just shrinks back down into the other spot. Same thing here, we can go into speaker lights and go back in and back out for there. So, if we go into our accent lights now here, and if I edit this all up right, you're going to see we can go in, the red's going to come on, the green, the blue, and we're going to see how this thing just kind of jumps around from color to color, but instead of being this snappy, quick jerk of color, now it is a nice, smooth, flowing transition in those colors as you go to select whatever tunable color that you want on here. And another nice feature of that is when we close this out here and we turn that off, you're going to see the lights actually dim down instead of just being instant off. So it's a much smoother operation there. It's kind of, I like to call it breath. It's the light is kind of breathing as it flows through its colors there. So the other thing that you're going to notice, and this is probably the biggest feature of the upgrade, other than those lights and the breathing feature here, is if we go into speaker lights and we open that up and we go to this, you're now going to see a new icon. That new icon says Auto DJ. You had manual, that was to the color. You can go ahead and change your lows, your mids, your highs, and change what beat or what frequency is actually making those lights go to those colors there. But if I go ahead here and bring up some music, get that playing for us here, we're gonna go ahead and turn on our Auto DJ and go, we've got 3 different modes there. So we go to Auto DJ number 1, and you're gonna see the speakers are kind of cycling through their colors as the music is playing. So it's going along to the beat of the music. So we've got that there, and then if we go over here, we can go to Auto 2, and that's gonna change up what that looks like for us. So we go there, and then we can go to Auto 3. So now we have 3 different presets. You can still use your manual mode, but you have 3 presets on there with the Auto DJ feature. And the other kind of cool thing we can do here is if we go ahead and we go back into our speaker lights and we say we want to Auto DJ and let's leave that at 1, I can then go in with my accent lights and I can have those also be an Auto DJ. Now they're going to match to the speaker and get a kind of cool vibe going with it. But if you really want to mix it up, you can have them on a different Auto DJ. So now you're going to kind of get some contrasting colors popping off in there as you mix around. Now we've got an Auto 3 with the speakers there, giving us some different vibes and some different looks with that. So it works out really well as something else to add into the mix. You can do that with all of the drivers and all of the lights. In this case, we can do the underwater lights, the engine lights. We can do all of that stuff with that right there. It works really, really slick. So that's it. That is Lumishore's latest software update for spring of 2024. If you want to know more about it, you know the spiel. Leave it down below in the comments or reach out to us, sales@navtronics.com. We'd love to talk to you and see if we can get you guys taken care of. And next week, I think you guys are going to need a permission slip. We're hitting the road. We're going north, and we got some other cool stuff to check out up north. So stay tuned. Like I said in the beginning, guys, make sure to give us a follow at Navtronics. Stay up to date and in the know. We'll see you next week on the road. Peace.